Hello, Tyler DeWitt here, President of DeWitt's Media Incorporated, and I'm also a national speaker for one of the world's largest digital marketing conferences. I do the master classes, closing keynotes, and workshops. I speak in the most advanced classes for DigiMarcon. I've also did speaking engagements for Small Business University, Small Business Expo, but I'm more focused on the enterprise brands. So we're going to talk about what link building is. This is for probably the newer people that are just fresh to search engine optimization, which is perfectly fine. I've even met people that have been doing SEO for a long time and they're still not that familiar with link building. Odd to say. So, but don't feel odd because we're going to talk about it right now. So basically, let's talk about the two main, or actually three link building strategies. They all work together. So we have manual outreach, which can be resource link building or guest post and blog reviews. Guest posts and blog reviews are basically the same thing. And then we have content creation. You need high quality content to get links. And believe it or not, a lot of people will create content on their site and not get any links. So that's where manual outreach comes into play. You can 10x your marketing operations by putting both together, or by combining both together. You know, creating content and doing outreach with it. If you create content alone, creating content alone is phenomenal, right? But you need to get links. You know, there will be times that where you'll create content and your domain's just too new, your competitors got too many links, so your content is getting pushed out, but all your competitors are ranking. So what you would do for resource link building is set up a page and then outreach to other sites and try to get links from those sites. And you use what is called Google search operators to find link pages and resource pages. And you can do a Google search on this. Blog reviews, guest posts, as I mentioned, are about typically the same thing. Guest posts would be you go out, you reach out to other bloggers or people in your site that have a content, you know, you're in your industry, I should say, not in your site, in your industry, that have a related website that's content. And you reach out to those and try to contribute content. Ask them what they're looking for. So let's say, for example, you're in the health and fitness industry. You're selling supplements, you're selling fitness gear, apparel, whatever it may be. Go out there, find some fitness blogs, contact them, you know, create a list of sites that you can contact. Contact all those sites and ask them, say, hey, is there any content that I can contribute to your website? In return, you get a link from it. So you'd include it like in your signature when you post the content to whoever site. You put it in your signature or you put it in the content and link back into your product page or your website. So that's how you would do a guest post. A blog review is more like you pay someone to do a review on your company's site, which is technically against Google's policy, but a lot of people still do it. If you do that, do not list the blog post as sponsored. Make sure they do not put the blog post as sponsored, because if they put it as sponsored, then Google will know that you bought it. You want it to look organic and natural looking. In the early days of search engine optimization, that was compliant with Google. They never said anything about it. But then eventually they come in and they started knocking sites out. You know, they started devaluing who linked to you. So that is what resource, guest post, and blog links are. Let me go a little bit more into resource link building. So as mentioned earlier, you would use the search operators to find resource pages. And what you want to do, you want to type into Google, you would type in something like this: inurl : links.html space a double quote dog training a double quote. That would pull back pages related to, you know, dog training. Or you could go, actually, in this syntax, in this order, you don't want to put it like this: double quote dog training double quote space inurl : links.html. That's how you bring back dog training related links pages or resource pages. Look in the description of this video or blog post and you'll find an example of some search operators being used. And you can build off of that. Just put that into what you're doing. So that should be it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. My contact information is below in the description. So that should be it. Thank you.